Hello, and welcome to Wedding Day TV with me, Peter Sefton. There are quite a few stories since I last spoke to you about the royal wedding. One is the staggering cost of security of the royal wedding, which will be £20 million. This is due to the anarchists threatening to actually disrupt the royal occasion, and also it was declared a bank holiday, which has not actually pleased the Met because they've had to fork out an awful lot more for mining levels. Also, good news to do with the royal wedding, the China industry has actually been saved because the royal wedding has actually boosted the orders they've got for China, of course, and that's come to £26 million, which is very good really, and well done. Also, the royal wedding couple have invited to the ceremony 1,900 guests, which later on that'll go down to 650 for the reception straight afterwards at Buckingham Palace, and then 300 for the close disco with intimate friends later on. Also, the actual stars will be the Irish rugby captain, and also the Beckhams are invited as well. Not me, I don't think. No, I've not received anything. So also there'll be approximately 40 foreign royalty there as well. Just bear with me a second, I'm just going to turn over the page. Or what I'll do, I'll just throw it to one side. There you go. I don't think I need it again. Also, another one, I can go, I should stop that. Residents of Bradley Stoke are going to have a 14-foot by 10-foot TV screen to watch the royal occasion on, which will be situated on, I think it's Jubilee Green. Yeah, Jubilee Green. My brain doesn't work sometimes. Also, there have been the coach parties to Buckley Bury, Berkshire, which is Kate's hometown, or village. No, village, I would say village. Also, another China-related story, because of the actual success of the China sales, because of the royal wedding, Church's, which is not a church, but Church's China shop in Northampton has actually been saved. The money they've actually received from orders, from what they've sold, has actually helped them to actually move to smaller premises, I believe it's smaller premises anyway, to actually survive. See, I've paced up to one side that time. I'm being tidy. In case the one bull's getting me. Anyway, yeah, the royal, this is very boring now, you may go to sleep during this. Royal wedding contract has actually been signed for the telecommunications by a firm called Pinnacle, which is in Scotland. Yes, that's very interesting. Yeah, contracts to provide services for the BBC. Right, yes, you can wake up now, hopefully. Yeah, well, I don't know, it's knitting, a knitting story. There has been a knitting pattern made of the royal couple at Galt Toys of Cheadle, and they've had 2,000, it's free to download. There's 2,000 people have actually already downloaded the pattern, which shows the happy couple in a happy dress, of course. Also, one of the most bizarre, or one of the bizarre gifts you can buy to commemorate the royal wedding by is you can actually make a sick bag, which a designer has created, and the sales have been doing quite well, believe it or not. Anyway, also amongst this is many other things as well. There's a Windsor Knot beer created to mark the royal wedding. This is done by Elgog's Royal Wedding Beer. A Cambridgeshire brewery was created from wine, in terms of beer, sorry, beer. Elgog and Sons Limited. Next is, oh yes, this is another very bizarre story which you may or may not come across. To commemorate the royal wedding, we didn't throw that page away because I need that one. Abingdon is actually marking the occasion with a bun fight. Well, it's a bit of a one-sided, more a bun toss-off the top of a building, really. Yes, they've actually been doing this since 1761. Well, not every day, but they first did it in 1761 on the coronation of George III. I don't know who they're having a fight with, who can actually throw it back, but anyway. Yes, and this bun tossing, throwing fight will actually occur, of course, on the 29th of April this year, and it'll be at 6 o'clock, so we're going to watch the royal wedding, and then you can go down there to pick up some free buns, if you can catch them. Well, they'll be free if they fall on the floor, because I don't think many people will have to fall on the floor, but you can still probably have that, and they actually will be free, if not slightly gritty. Also, creator of the Mr. Men and other things, there's actually a new character being created, Little Miss Princess. Now the last one, before this one was created, was 2003 and was called Little Miss Whoopsie. Whoops. Yeah, and the author of the Mr. Men, I think, saga trilogy books is Adam Hargreaves, and the new one has already been out. The first story for Little Miss Princess was out on the 7th of March, and of course in April there'll be Little Miss Princess and the Very Special Wedding. Wow, must get that one. And also, this is a slightly different wedding, I'm sure they won't mind, but Zara is actually getting married in July in Scotland, in Canongate Kirk, in Scotland. There we go. Also, there's actually there's a Lancashire firm made commemorative royal wedding shoes as well. Also, the harpist, I just changed pages because we need to go back to that one. The royal harpist for the special day, who will be playing at the reception, is Claire Jones of Wales. She will also, going back to the other piece of paper, she'll also be on a commemorative CD with the Welsh Guards, where it's a £1 million deal, and that'll be featuring songs from the big day, set to music, and also the wedding itself. And there's also been a commemorative tea towel, which is done by Emma Bridgewater, and that actually sold out. 4,000 was actually made originally. Yeah, 4,000. Yeah. So they're having to do a second run. Also, royal wedding record to be sold. An official album cover will be featuring, of course, a picture of the happy couple. I would have thought so. And this can be also downloaded within hours of the actual ceremony happening. And this is will be via Decca Records, and then the actual physical hard copy will be on CD or vinyl, and also cassettes. Believe it or not, cassettes are still alive and well. That'll be from, of course, later. It will be the 5th of May. There's also loads of royal apps. Well, there's 19 officially, or thereabouts. Some just have a countdown to the big day, and some actually have royal music, like the Wedding March, but of course, and also God Save the Queen and Royal Britannia. And also they will come up with any facts or latest news from the royal wedding every hour, and changeable wallpaper on the phone, not in the house. Also, the royal cake. We know who's making the royal cake. If not the royal wedding dress, which you could probably guess, because there's been loads of people saying, oh, yes, it's her, maybe Sarah, somebody or other. Anyway, but I'm not going to say until it is officially announced, okay? But it's Sarah, somebody or other. But the cake is being made by Fiona Cairns, and it'll be a traditional fruit cake. But of course. Also, William has already had his stag night. Well, stag night stroke day. Off the south coast, racing with 20 friends on speedboats and water skis, and also later on they actually had a nautical pub crawl, which he went to pubs and restaurants only accessible by water. probably air as well, but by water. They didn't parachute it. And I think that's about it. So, from me, Peter Sefton, on this day, the 30th of March 2011, thank you very much.